Hey, happy Hanukkah. We're just getting ready for MGE's awesome Hanukkah party tonight. Here's my question. Why is Hanukkah 8 days? It should only be 7. Think about it for a minute. Why is the holiday 8 days? Because the Maccabees, when they were successful against the Greeks, they marched into the temple ready to light the menorah, and they found 1 cruse of oil, and miraculously it lasted for 8 days. So how many days should there be of the holiday? If the whole thing is about the miracle, it was only a miracle for 7 days. The first day they found the oil. There's no miracle there. The miracle is that the 1 day jug of oil lasted for 8. So there's really 7 days of a miracle. Why do we celebrate for 8? Well, many answers are given, but I heard something very, very beautiful. The first day finding the oil was also a miracle. And I just heard this from Rabbi Moshe Weinberger, who was just here, who spoke last week. He said something so brilliant. He said, what did the Maccabees feel like when they marched into the temple and they saw the Jewish temple defiled by the Greeks? It was turned into a pagan place of idol worship. They came in there and they must have felt like God was angry at them. Why else would God allow his beautiful temple to be defiled? And if you know the story of Hanukkah, it started with Jews becoming more Greek than Jewish by Hellenization, by Jews leaving Judaism in favor of the new ism that was sweeping the ancient Near East, and that was Hellenism. So they figured God must be angry. He let his temple be defiled, and we left in very large numbers. Jews left being Jewish. And they therefore figured God was upset with them. But then when they found that 1 jug of oil, that was a little indication that Hashem was not completely abandoning them. Just like any parent who becomes disappointed with their child never rejects the child entirely, right? No matter what you do against your parents are always going to want you to come back. And the Jewish people, in a sense, in some sense, a lot of Jews really abandoned God. So it appeared as though God was abandoning them, but God never abandons the Jewish people. He always wants our mitzvot. And so even though he allowed his temple to be defiled, he left 1 jug of oil. And that, my friends, is also a miracle. The fact that 1 jug of oil was found, it's not just the miracle that it lasted 7 more days than it should have. It's that there was a jug of oil to begin with, shows that God still cared and hadn't abandoned the Jewish people. And just think about this, that any time we do something to turn our faces away from Hashem, Hashem never turns his face away from us. God always wants us to return, and therefore he gives us that little jug of oil. He gives us something to demonstrate that he still wants our mitzvos. He still wants our relationship. Hanukkah celebrates the continued relationship of the Jewish people. Never think that Hashem has abandoned you. Hashem always wants us back, and that's with the cruse of oil, and that's why we have not 7 days, but 8. Happy Hanukkah.